walk the streets with my swagger on, supernatural, facing a million opponents, and my role is to act alone. Lights, camera when the action's on. Where I roam is a battle zone, a vigilante in the catacombs. But I rock with a hot shot like a clock when it's cocked and popped and the lead is thrown. People say that my head is gone, but it's them same people with need of my help when I'm heading home in life. They say that everybody got a purpose, so I roam the city streets like faulty cellular service. The hot shot, sharpshooter, superhero, destined to shine like light through the dark and evil. I fight for what's right in the hearts of people and try to open y'all eyes, cause it's hard to see truth. You ever feel like everybody's the same but you different? That's when you know you're here to make a difference. Hot shot, you got a choice to make, stand up or stand down. Fight or flight, get up, bang out, the world's wait, can't wait to see what you about. It's showtime, act now. Hot shot, you got a choice to make, stand up or stand down. Fight or flight, get up and bang out, the world's wait, can't wait to see what you about. It's showtime, act now. Hot shot. Hot shot.
Here comes a new challenger!
What's up, y'all? What is this? Why is this over here? That's new. That's different. Let me see here. I don't know.
Instead of Superman catching the Batman.
I think I know how to fix this. There we go. Now I got it. Now we got a full screen here. What's up? I'm Mike Watson, aka Most Epic, aka Most Enthusiastic Person in Comics. And I was down for a little bit and out, but your boy is back. You know what I'm saying? Rocking the cap. It's Wednesdays, chat and draw. We ain't got a guest today, but we still gonna do our episode. Me and my awesome co-host, Amayou, dropping up in the building right now. 3, 2, 1, boom. Boom.
You know what, that little thing earlier, I think I did that by accident. Sorry about that. I'm still learning.
It's okay. It's all right. It's cool. We're here. We're here. We're on the new network, Agents of Geek. And so far, I'd have to say, it's been working. We've been getting subscribers, picking up new views and things like that. What background we want to rock? I'm gonna go with Spider Squirrel today. We're gonna rock a Spider Squirrel background on Chat and Draw today. How you doing, Megan?
You know, it's been a week and it's only Wednesday. But here I am. My mind is a little messed up because I've been watching that Dahmer thing. But, you know, we can get to that later if you want to chat about it. But I'm good, though. I'm good. How are you?
Little Jeff Dahmer. Jeff Dahmer.
Oh, he crazy.
Yeah, he is. What up, Jake, man? What up, Facebook user? I don't know why y'all's names is not coming through, but they not.
You have to link it. You have to link the account.
Let me see. Is it gonna let me?
No, I think they need to link it. I don't think that's your fault.
Okay. Normally it gives me the little thing down here, and I can copy the link to them. But hey, so real quick, let's get the normalities out the way. Shipping on all of the FSK Kickstarters is going to begin this a week. This a week. Just want to let y'all know that Vigilance, Green Zone, and Emerald Quest all shipping will begin this week. Good looking out for that. Website, the store is doing really good. We've hired somebody to handle our shipping on the website on Mondays. All the new merch, t-shirts, shoes, hats, they are all up on the website. So if you guys want to grab them, please go ahead and hit them up. And I'm curious, are you guys interested in the most epic hat? Would you guys rock one of these? If we put it up on the site, let me know. If you guys would rock them, I will put them up on the website. We came from Cincinnati Comic Expo this past weekend. Hey, let me shout out to Ryan, shout out to Tony Clapper. They was killing the sales this past weekend. Shout out to Cincinnati for opening up his doors to us. And that show was great. All right. We sold out of Hot Shot 1, Vigilance 1, Green Zone 1, Emerald Quest 1, 5-Star 1. We sold out of Hot Shot 2, Hot Shot 3. We sold out of a lot of books at Cincinnati Comic Expo. We definitely are going to have to bring more next year when we go. Awesome show. Awesome show.
That's what's up. I wish I had a little applause button here, but I don't have one, so I'm just going to do it this way.
Look, we got to get. I've been meaning to get an applause button. We got to get an applause button.
I'll find one.
Yeah. Our next event coming up is we got into GalaxyCon Columbus. So we will be at GalaxyCon Columbus. We'll be out there deep. I am on 6 panels at that show. Come check out your boy. We're going to be talking all the types of geekdom and comics and stuff like that. GalaxyCon is December 2nd through the 4th here in Columbus, Ohio. Bring yourselves on down. Come kick it around with us. What up, Fee? Congratulations to Fee. She has become the new co-host on 5-Star Fridays, as that was just announced.
Nice. Congratulations, Fee.
I think we got to that. I know we got another event, but I don't know where that event is, so I'm not going to worry about that right now. What's up with you this week, Amayou? How you doing? What's up, Ricardo?
You know, my Sunday routine, it used to be the walking. Don't tell my friends this. It used to be the Walking Dead, but now it's Game of Thrones. I mean, not Game of Thrones. House of the Dragons.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm recovering. There was a lot this past Sunday. There was a lot.
Don't let nobody shame you about Walking Dead, because I'll be on Walking Dead. I admit it got a little shaky there, but
I'm just hanging in there so that we can just end this thing and we can be like, okay, moving forward.
I'm hanging in there because I need Michonne to come back. I need Rick to come back. I need them to get their kids. I need them to figure out what they're doing with my man Daryl. But I will admit, last 2 seasons have been hot. Actually, they picked it back up for me.
Oh yes, definitely. But I don't know. It's just getting to a point where it's just like, okay, let's wrap this up, you guys. Let's go. Yeah.
I think they took some twists and turns. Oh yeah. So guys, this is season 4, episode 2. We're doing things a little different. We're gonna make sure that we have an episode of Chat and Draw every week, and even when we don't have a guest, we're still gonna come on here. We're just gonna switch it up. Amayou and I are gonna talk about some geeky stuff while I draw something. I might draw a little hot shot number 12 for y'all tonight, but I know there's something else I have to get started on that I've been wanting to do, so I'm gonna sketch that out, and y'all just gonna see as we go. What up, Javon? So since you started off with Amayou, what is your experience with? Let's hear what your experience is with House of Dragon. Let's go back and forth and see what it is.
Okay, there was so much. Okay, sorry, my curls is doing what they want to do right here, but there was so much. Okay, opening scene. Let's just start there. Start from the top. Rhaenyra is giving birth to her baby. What we find out is the third baby,
Mm-hmm.
and it's giving very much Maury. You are not the father. That's what it's giving. That's what it's giving right now. Because I'm just like, hey. And then, and 3 times, like they said this in. Oh yeah, spoiler alert! If y'all haven't seen that,
Oh, yeah.
if you haven't, catch up. You have till Wednesday. Okay. So yeah, that's the first part. I was just like, wow, this is how we're gonna do this. All right, let's go then. Let's go. So yeah. So that was and I really like how they shot that with like the one shot or one camera. I'm not sure what the technical term for that is.
Mm-hmm.
But like they started with it on her face and they stayed with her the whole time as she, gives birth to this baby. And then she's like, Queen Allison wants to see the baby. We all know why. Hello. And she's like, well, I'll take it. But baby, just push out this whole baby. Oh, hold on. Wait, here come the afterbirth. Like they did that.
I got to give her props on that one. My girl said, you're not about to punk me. I'm not leaving my child alone with you. She literally said, I ain't no hoe. I'm about to get up here. This ain't nothing to me. You think you're gonna break me?
Right.
Hey, I gave her props on that. And the queen is getting on my nerves. Like, I don't understand why she's mad. Like, I understand you being a little bit salty about your girl lying to you, but she did not lie to you about her uncle. She didn't sleep with her uncle. She got it on with somebody else. At the end of the day, who cares?
Was it a lie or was it like not providing additional information?
Hey, but she don't know when that happened though.
What, when she slept with Kristen?
When she slept with her boy, yeah.
That was the same night. What you mean she don't know?
We know it was the same night.
Oh yeah, she doesn't know. But
Kristen didn't say it. Kristen just said we slept together.
Yeah.
Which Kristen's dumb. I used to like him. He's stupid now. But I need a girl, like, she needs to let it go.
Nah. She gonna take that. She up here got to lay underneath Viserys every night. She don't have no little side piece like Rhaenyra. She big mad.
Hey, that's not her fault. Her daddy made her do that.
Then her daddy got fired, so she just I can see how she could be bitter. And unfortunately, I'm sorry if y'all hear the dog in the background. Unfortunately, I guess, Rhaenyra's the only one she can take it out on, I guess. And like, yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot.
You the queen. People have been acknowledging you as the queen. Move that shit on. Move on. Let it go. You run this. You need to be bleeding into that dude's ear before he dies. Pick your child. That's all you got to do. Because at the end of the day, that dude makes all the decisions, and he can't be convinced. Oh, he ain't gonna change his mind about his daughter though. That's his daughter. It is what it is.
Because that's his way of righting his wrong that basically caused his wife to die. That's his way.
I didn't think about it like that.
That's to me, that's the only reason. Because at this point, you know that no one's gonna stand for her. Since we've had the time jump, obviously she hasn't changed her ways. Okay, she done popped out this third little brown hair baby.
Hey, and oh boy, that's his fault.
Whose fault?
What's his name? Kristen?
Sir Kristen?
That's his fault. Hey, baby, hate the game, not the player. I don't know why you ever thought that your little Lang Lang was going to outpower her becoming the first woman queen on the Iron Throne. She ain't giving it up for you. She said we can still kick it.
Right.
For you. All right, look,
You want me to be your whore? I said, well, basically, but I wasn't gonna say it like that.
I mean, I'm not gonna sleep with nobody else. I'm damn sure not about to sleep with the king or my husband. But I still feel like even though your boy is gay, he still needed to put up the strength to put out a child at least one
At
time.
least one. That's my thing. At least one. Okay, so she, she doing her little razzle dazzle. He doing his razzle dazzle. She had the first brown haired baby. Okay, that could happen. That's a thing. Okay. Next time we need to make sure we, however it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
So the second baby get born. That's brown haired. Okay, clearly y'all not doing the thing, and now this third one.
I mean,
She's spitting in the realm's face at this point. She's like, I'm just gonna do what I want.
She is spitting them out disrespectfully. I will own up to that. There's a lot of disrespect in her popping those children out. Her husband needs to man up, get up in there one good time, put out one of them kids.
I mean, it's probably gonna take a few times. Let's just be honest.
I mean,
at least a week's worth of trying.
I mean,
I'm just saying, I don't know what they know about ovulation within the realm of the dragons. However, they do know what it takes.
I'm just saying. They make it seem like it's one and done. One time in there, you coming out with a kid.
Well, maybe he got that strong Valerian blood. He just need to stop putting it in that night, apparently.
I mean, just keep up, the arrangement.
Yeah, they knew that was part of their obligation, was to create an heir. So for them to not knock that out first just seems foolish to me. But
absolutely, and she don't complain about him. She don't complain about what he do. He get to go around and roughhouse with his boy, all popping it up with drinks and sword playing with their swords and stuff. And
they playing with some swords.
They're playing with some swords. But you're right. That should have been the very first thing that they did. Was all right. Let's go ahead and let's grit our teeth. Let's bite down, get this over, get one of these kids out. Then you do whatever you got to do.
You're right.
It's not hard. Well, that's probably the problem. It's not hard.
Okay. I'm trying to go in order of how they reveal things. Okay, so I guess the next big part was just how the kids were in their fencing lessons or whatever they called it.
Now, I don't talk about wigs too much, unless it's Tyler Perry. But them kids' wigs look terrible.
All
of them look terrible.
Aegon and what's the other one? Rhaegon?
The terrorist. I don't know. I can't keep up with any of them. I mean, it's too many names. It's a whole lot.
Okay, we'll just call the firstborn of Alicent, and then the secondborn of Alicent, and then the third one's a girl, so we can just call her the girl.
All right, that's cool. Let's work with that.
They're out there. They're having their fencing lesson. Well, first of all, why is Sir Kristen still so close to this, knowing good and well? First of all, he can't hold his temper. We learned that a couple episodes back, which was a few years ago, but still. And he knows that he still has a heart for Rhaenyra. So why would he even be that close? Like, I don't know. That just seemed like a setup for failure to be doing the fencing lessons, seeing all these little side babies and stuff. Like,
but again, dude, she didn't play you. She offered you a spot at her side. She offered you a spot, and that could have been you. You know how things work. You know how things work now. Back then,
yeah,
it is what it is. And she offered you that chair next to her. These could have been your kids, but every person's different. Because my man, whose kids it was, he damn sure did not like his kids getting pushed around.
That part. And yeah, so there's that.
Yeah. Not feeling that at all. And he was doing it on purpose. And you know, you real petty when you picking on somebody else's kid because you ain't vibing with the mom, with the other parent.
Right. But what do you mean? Like, hold on. Are you talking about what's his name? Harwin? Sir Harwin, I think is his name. Baby daddy. We'll just call him baby daddy. Real baby daddy.
Yeah. No, I'm talking about Sir Chris. Sir Chris.
Oh, yeah.
He's a bully.
Well, you know how, no shade, but you know how men and their egos are. His ego got bruised by that situation, and he just is a petty B word right now. He is. That was super petty. Okay, let's let the little blonde hair kids beat up the Sir Harwin's kids. What? Which he was the oldest of the brown haired kids. He was hanging with him for a little bit.
He was.
I was like, okay.
But then it's just he's so petty. Let it go. Move. And the queen.
How many years has it
been? 10.
A decade. And you're still mad.
The queen kept him alive just so she'd have somebody to bitch with.
True. I'm surprised that they not hooking up.
Now my wife told me, again, spoiler, in the book, that's why she's mad. Because the queen hooks up with him first. Sir Christian first. Then old Princess of the Dragons gets with them. She gets mad at that. That's where pettiness comes from. But that's not a situation in the show.
Yeah, that would even make more sense. Okay, so they're having their duel fight, practice, whatever. Harwin loses his ish and ends up beating on Sir Kristen, and he takes it, which is also an interesting play because Sir Kristen probably could have whooped his tail from what we could tell because he's like one of the best swordsmen, blah, blah, blah. So for him to just take a little bit of a beating from him was an interesting play. But I mean, obviously it was to, get him out of there, which eventually worked.
Right.
But yeah, that was crazy. There was so much in this. Okay, let's talk about Lena. I think that's her name. I don't know. Lena and Damon. Our swirl couple of the evening.
I just don't know what to think about Damon.
I hated him in episode 1, but by episode 4, I was like, well, he's not that bad. I mean, he is that bad, but he's like the one you love to hate kind of situation,
Well, see, I like his the dude has hands. I like how he fights,
and he's got cojones too.
Yeah, I like that. I love that. But I was talking again with my wife because we watched Ring of Power and we watched Lord of the Rings. I was like, it's so funny what they decide to focus on for the main story topic for these shows. Ring of Power has an encroaching, overwhelming sense of darkness that's coming in. And while there are rivalries between these different factions, one way or another, we have to find a way to come together to face this greater evil that's coming upon us. Game of Thrones, incest. Like, that's it.
With a sprinkle of incest and a side of incest. You're welcome. Like, what? What did she say? Allison said, the Targaryens are a queer people. That's beyond queer.
Yeah. The Targaryens get it in. I mean,
yuck. Okay. But okay, so I like him and Lena together. It was interesting how, Damon's kind of like, yo, we could just chill out here. Well, whatever that guy's name is that offered him like land and all this good stuff, basically for the protection of having them and their 2 dragons. And Damon was kind of like, this ain't too bad. We could kind of hang out here. But the girl was like, this is
not what we do, bro.
Not our home, or whatever she said,
Yeah.
So, but I thought that was interesting. And their relationship actually looked genuine. That, to me, I like that. Because you don't see too much of that. Usually it's an arrangement, a cousinship, a nephew, a niece and uncleship, something weird. But seeing them together because we saw them flirting at the wedding. She was giving them the eyes across the table. I saw that, Lena.
Right. She knew
And
what
then
she
to
wanted.
see that, this is where they end up. It was great for like all of 15 minutes.
Yeah.
And then she's pregnant with their third child. Of course, I'm thinking, oh, she's probably hoping it's a boy because they already have the 2 girls. And then we have yet another birth scene, or what was supposed to be a birth scene.
Hey man, child labor has to be the number one murderer of women back in the day.
Right. And in real life it was too, apparently. But yeah, so that was sad because I just got to meet this character and I really liked her. So I was sad when she was like, I'm going out like a G.
Mm-hmm.
And that she did. Now, how she got past the maesters and all of them was just like, I'm going outside. Like, what kind of ninja work was she doing? Like, what?
Exactly. She was limping and hobbling the whole time. How couldn't nobody catch up to her?
Yeah.
Nobody thought that you follow her. My queen, what's wrong? Can I help
right.
you? A towel, a arm, a crutch, something.
Something. So she goes out there, and there's Vagar, who they hinted at in previous episodes that was still alive. So I'm like, okay, Vagar, he's still alive. And then she says Dracarys, and I'm like, wait. Wait. Is he gonna just put a little bit on you, or just the belly, or the whole? Yeah. So after some hesitation, Vagar does his Dracarys and lights her up. However, you know what? That was the strongest Dracarys we've had all season, and I'm just gonna say that because these other ones have been kind of weak. That's all I'm saying. But she brought it, and yeah, that she went out like a G, like she said. But dang, I wanted more from that. But so now Damon's widower yet again for the second time, which makes me wonder, like, ooh, what is he gonna be up to? Because it ain't gonna be nothing good.
Well, this time he didn't want to be a widower, so
right. Nerd Soul said he's about to go live on Andor, but wants to drop that like and support. Thank you, Nerd Soul.
Thank you, appreciate it.
And J-Man said, "Fear the Living" should be the real title of the show, co-starring zombies. When we're talking about The Walking Dead.
Yeah,
we'll have to come back to that. So there's that. I'm gonna wrap this up because I feel like I've been talking about this for too long. So we have that. So yet another birth in this scene, and it doesn't end well. What was the next thing that happened? I feel like there was a lot of Alicent whining.
They killed the again, spoiler. They killed the hand and the son.
But that snitching dude who I don't like, I'm calling him the snitch with the foot, you know the one, goes and kills his own family, the hand, and his brother. Right? That was his brother, right?
I believe so.
What's she saying, Players Club? I guess blood ain't no thicker than water.
No, not now, not here.
But the way he went down into the little like cellar, jail, whatever that thing was called, and like, got some people to do his dirty work and cut off a tongue. What was the tongue cutting off part about? So that they couldn't tell what he did?
Yep.
Okay, I would have just took a vow or something. That would have sufficed for me personally. But dang. Yeah, so to barbecue your father and brother for the queen. She owes you big time. Hopefully it's worth it.
But you saw that's not what she asked for.
I didn't want it. I didn't ask. Girl, that's what you wanted though. She didn't say it.
You didn't say it, but that's what you wanted, and that's what you got.
So now is her father coming back? Like, is that what we saw in the little preview for the next week? Her father's coming back?
I don't know.
That would be interesting.
I really haven't. I'm trying to get into it. I'm trying to find the excitement for it. It was there during the battles, but my buddies I work with, Eric Foster. Uh, he said the thing he likes about my fantasy book Emerald Quest that we do at FSK is that we're not mincing words about finding and forcing marriages on young girls and trying to equate older men with these women, like, because I mean it's done in fantasy so much, and I get that's a big pull in Game of Thrones or whatnot, but I I like the infighting amongst clans and different countries and different kings and queens and forming unions and stuff like this. And then like, but you don't know there's this greater evil out here, this thing that's coming that's
Right.
going to have to force you guys to pick a side. And I think it's more interesting to find out when all of the land is at stake, what side are you going to fall on? J Man, if we can get it made in time, yes, I will. I will talk to Danny about that tonight because Danny is on his way over. But
I like the fact that it's an elite card.
it is.
No idea what this is, but it's elite. And that
Oh,
intrigues me.
For our elite membership of FSK, we given them their own black card with their own discount code that gets them 15% off on all purchases online and when they see us at comic book conventions.
Nice. Okay. Get y'all elite memberships. He gonna tell us how somewhere during this.
I think we're gonna pick a couple more at the end of the year to add to that roster.
That's what's up.
Okay.
Okay.
But the biggest news
Huh?
but the biggest news today that has been going on is the announcement of Shinkity Shink Shink, Hugh Jackman coming to the MCU through Deadpool 3.
Oh, sorry. I was thinking about the muscles that he brings. Yes. Yes. Okay, wait, we got to at least wrap up the episode real quick. Okay.
Okay.
So yeah, he killed his brother and his father, smoked him out, barbecued him like some rotisserie. What else happened? Apparently the word was getting around about these brown-haired babies. And so Rhaenyra was like, Laner, look, this is what we about to do. We going to Dragonsong, and they peaced out. And I think that was the end, right?
Yep.
Oh, wait, no. One of them little weird boys was wanking off in a window, too. I don't know what that was all about, but there was that, too.
I don't know what that was about either.
I guess they were just kind of showing his coming of age, no pun intended, but, that he's in that age range. But anywho, okay, so that's done. Okay, yes, let's talk about Wolverine. Let's talk about his muscles coming back. Didn't he say he wasn't going to do no more Wolverine?
He did. I don't know.
He done reneged, and I'm happy about it. Let's go.
There hasn't been, exactly. You can't wait. There hasn't been an official announcement from Kevin Feige or anyone at MCU. This has all been Ryan Reynolds.
That's enough for me. I'll take it.
I'll take that too. But so we don't know what it took to get Hugh Jackman to do this again. But I mean, you make a big announcement like this. You say Hugh Jackman's coming back to play Wolverine. That means he's going to be a huge part in this movie, or he should be a huge part in this movie, because they described their fight scene, and they of course they played music over it, but they were describing and acting out their fight scene. Mm-hmm. I am expecting him to be a big part of this movie, co-starring in. Because what's the point of getting him to come back if you're not going to get some real Wolverine, Deadpool action and comedy going on?
Okay, J-Man says Wolverine has to be from the past or another universe because Logan is dead, bro. I agree. But also the time-space continuum has been foobarred for I don't know how long. So
yeah, but they already addressed that on their Twitter account. They said this takes place before he dies.
Okay, makes sense.
He dies in the future.
You think he's gonna have like a major role? I feel like I don't know if I'm just being like the antagonist. I feel like he's not gonna have a major role. I think it's gonna be like one of them little 5-10 minute scenes, and I'm gonna be mad because I was waiting for him the whole time. No shade to Deadpool, but that's how I feel. I feel like this little teaser is going to give me just that, just a little tease in the movie, and I'm gonna be mad. But hopefully that's not the case.
I'm hoping that's not the case. I'm hoping that I'm just hoping he's in there for a good minute. I'm hoping we're gonna see plenty of healing factor. Because I want to see.
What you want to see?
I want to see Wolverine action with Deadpool in an R-rated environment. I want to see Wolverine cutting fucking limb. I mean, he did it in Logan. So here's my thing. Logan is an amazing movie. It's
Agreed.
that Fox does not deserve because they never gave us, despite Hugh Jackman being a perfect Wolverine, they never gave us a true Wolverine experience. Like when we got the Wolverine that we should have gotten, where it makes sense for Wolverine to die in Logan, because we've seen so many good times with him. We haven't had the experience. It's been a so-so Wolverine because of the script, but Hugh Jackman's great. But they put Wolverine in these dumbass situations that he doesn't need to be in. And then you get Logan, which is an amazing goodbye, but you don't deserve it because you haven't earned it. So I need to see Wolverine at his height of X-Men uncanny viciousness while Deadpool is getting on his fucking nerves. And he stabs Deadpool in the skull and he's throwing Deadpool's lifeless body at the enemy while he's fighting somebody else. And Deadpool gets up and starts jumping around, cracking jokes while killing people. I don't care who they're fucking fighting. I don't care at all. Just bring it.
J-Man says they will have to de-age him because Hugh Jackman has aged. Yes, he has. And Fee says Logan died in 2029. They don't touch that part where Logan, the movie, takes place in the MCU. Logan is still alive at the time, allegedly. Yeah. So there you have that. Thank you, Fee.
And they already introduced Wolverine through the news in the MCU. In She-Hulk, on the web browser, there's a news report of a man in metal claws who was caught in the middle of a bar fight in the city.
What episode was that in? I need to go back and see that.
I want to say it was episode 3 or 4.
Okay. I need to catch up.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, I'm here for Hugh Jackman. Like whenever life happens and they have to have a new Wolverine, like I don't know who it's gonna be, but there will never be another Hugh Jackman as Wolverine. Like I don't care who it is, I don't care how many muscles they have, I don't care what their beard looks like or their hair looks like. They will never top Hugh Jackman. That's all I have to say about that.
And you are absolutely right.
Period.
And something that a lot of people aren't aware of is that the contracts for the original actors on Fox are still in play. So Marvel or the MCU can't cast new actors for some of these roles until those expire, and some of those don't expire for another couple of years. So we're not going to see the full gamut of the X-Men or anything in the MCU yet. And I don't kind of expect us to, because I'm pretty sure Feige already has a plan with the Fantastic Four and stuff, and then we're going to get the X-Men, which I'm fine with waiting for. I'm perfectly fine with waiting for. And it just seems like if we can get one more spin out of Patrick Stewart, if we can get one more spin out of Hugh Jackman, let's go ahead and get that money, because I want to see this Wolverine. I want to see Hugh Jackman's Wolverine interact with these MCU characters. Yeah. Dude, to see Hugh Jackman and Steve Rogers on the same scene together, that would have been tough.
So much star power in one movie.
Right.
But that's what Marvel does anyway. It's like, get all these stars in here. Okay, so since we're on Marvel, shall we talk about Namor? Do you want to talk about? Let me look at my notes here.
Yeah.
About Namor? I don't know much about Namor, so you got to put me on. I only know a smidgen.
Thank you for the follow, Malcolm. We appreciate it.
Thanks.
And I don't think anybody's caught on to what I'm drawing yet.
It's me, isn't it?
Yes, it is. All right, so maybe you're caught on. So I'm completely riding off of what Five Star Fridays did. Five Star Fridays drew their cast as Star Wars characters, and it looks dope. But I am drawing this as Lord of the Ring characters.
Okay, I'm here for that too. Lord of the Ring.
Yeah, so yeah, Neymar is apparently the first mutant. He is the king of the ocean. Uh, Super strength, speed, durability, flight because of the little wings on his feet. He has a mad obsession with Sue Storm. He is very arrogant. He is a douche, very, very cocky, but he can back it up. He has rolled with the X Men. He's rolled with the Avengers, but most notably with the Fantastic Four. He has been a good guy as much as a bad guy at time to time, and he's being introduced into the MCU through Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. But they just released that he's also being added to that. He's a mutant. He's officially a mutant.
Nice. Okay, so just for clarity for us non-comic nerds, us movie nerds, so he has not appeared though in any movie thus far. He's only been in the comics, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Who's the actor that's playing him? Do we know that yet? Let me.
Uh, I, from what I remember, and I could be wrong, the actor is new. He's a non-name.
Okay. That's a good way to introduce yourself, though, or to be introduced. I say introduce yourself like you picked that. Let's see. Let me see if I can find him real quick.
Yeah. So, and this is the thing. Like a lot of people are worried and concerned with how the MCU is going to introduce the X Men, how they're introducing mutants. They're hinting and they're saying Kamala Khan is a mutant now in the MCU movies, TV show world. And people are concerned, well, how are they going to introduce the X Men? Let's not make it something stupid. Don't rush it. And it's like they're not rushing it. They're absolutely not rushing it right now. But they are going to have to start building that foundation of where mutants were or how are mutants coming about. And now they're starting to do that. Now that makes perfect sense that they start introducing mutants and saying mutants are popping up. And then some old guy in a wheelchair decides, I need to make a school for these people, a place where they can be protected, where they can learn to use their powers. That's not hard at all. That just rolls into it. Because if you have mutants start to pop up in the world of the MCU and then start to segregate those mutants, because that's something I never understood in the comics, but that's what they did. Everyone
the
hates
segregated part.
but they did not. They don't dislike the Avengers. They don't dislike the Fantastic Four. Those are all mutants. Those are variations of mutants. But you know, whatever. So and you start building up the hate for mutants, the violence against mutants, and then all of a sudden, in a scene in someone else's TV show or in someone else's movie, Professor Charles Xavier just was granted $10 million to open up a school for gifted youngsters. And you start having that be the byline in the background of these different shows and stuff until all of a sudden, fucking X-Men.
Effing X-Men. That's going to be the title. Effing X-Men. Fee says she can't wait to be made into a Star Wars character. And J-Man says, I don't know about you all, but I like the original Sabretooth in the first X-Men movie, played by my ex-WCW wrestler Tyler Mane. I did not like the actor that played Sabretooth in Wolverine's X-Men. You didn't like him?
Hey, I loved him.
That's Liv Schreiber, right?
I
That was off the top.
I thought he killed it. He was the second best part of that movie. The first part being the first 30 minutes. All the rest of it was trash. But he was amazing. He was exactly what Sabretooth needed to be outside of a cold-blooded, mindless killer. He was a bully. And them making him his brother, that made it even better. I'm sorry. I gotta disagree with you, man.
Dang. Yeah, I don't know why you didn't like Liv Schreiber. Oh, he said too small. Get your weight up, Liv. Okay, I hear you. I hear it. So Namor is played by, I'm probably going to mess this pronunciation up, so forgive me. Tenoch Huerta.
Mm-hmm.
He's a 41-year-old actor. He actually has quite a bit under his belt. Quite a few Mexican, quite a few Spanish-speaking films. But he was in the Forever Purge, which I actually saw just because I'm obsessed with the Purge. Just one of my weird obsessions. I have to rewatch that and remember who he played in that. But yeah, so yeah, he's a Mexican actor of Aztec and Purepecha origin. He's appeared in a number of movies in Latin America and Spain, starred in both feature films and short films. So we're gonna get to know him a little bit better in this Marvel movie. I'm here for it.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah, I'm absolutely here for it. I'm
Mr.
looking forward to
Huerta.
it. Yeah, and Jay, man, sometimes size Hugh Jackman's too tall, but he plays an amazing Wolverine. Liv Schreiber played a psychedelic, vicious, corruptible Victor Creed. Like he was the Victor Creed that when you like your boy, while he fit the bill, he felt the size and looked like more than ever. I don't think he could have. He to me could not have done what Liv did with that character in picking on Wolverine and digging at him, forcing like irritating him and making Wolverine go crazy. Like that's what Liv was doing, and that's what Sabretooth does in the books.
Hey, sometimes the actors don't necessarily have the best look, but they got the skills.
Yeah.
Skills. So, what else is on the docket? Are we going to talk about Halloween 57?
Look, yeah, we can talk about it because I hate it. I hate it. Look, so something you're gonna find out about me is I don't do scary movies because I'm a bitch, and that's fine.
Oh,
That is fine. There's some of these scary things that I do that I will watch or whatnot, but I watch it with a Nerf gun or my sword and under a blanket. But I saw the trailer for Halloween 2, the sequel that came out, and they made that trailer look like it was old girl versus Michael Myers. And then the city, the community knew Michael Myers was alive, that he was out there, and they were tired of the killings. They were going to get Michael Myers. I was like, all right, this is what I'm talking about. So the odds is really against him now. Like, I mean, he's still Michael Myers at the end of the day, but he ain't going to just be walking around the streets without being challenged. And I was like, and old girl's the main event. So they about
Jamie Lee Curtis.
Yeah. Man, that movie started, and 10 minutes in, they put her in a hospital bed and kept her there for the whole damn film. And the disrespect that happened in that movie throughout that whole film, I was so pissed. And then somebody said, "Oh yeah, they said it was a trilogy, Mike." No, I didn't know that. So now it's supposed to be him versus her in this final
Halloween ends. Or does it? Halloween Resurrected. Wait, did they already do that? I think they already did Resurrection.
Yeah, but those don't count.
Halloween Re-Resurrection. Yeah, I'm over it. I'm in a girls' movie club, and I was like, no to this one. I will not be seeing yet another. Like, they got me on the last one, the one you're talking about. I was just like, Jamie Lee Curtis back. Let me go and see what she's talking about. Nothing. Yeah, it's just I'll take another Saw before I take another Halloween. So yeah, Halloween ends need to end. And that's all I got to say about that.
I agree. It needs to end. I'm with you on that one.
J-Man said, if you all remember the 90s X-Men cartoon when Professor Xavier was trying to read Sabretooth's mind, but he put up a brick wall around him so he wouldn't reveal that he was related to Wolverine. I do not remember that, but thank you for reminding us, J-Man. Do you remember that?
No, I don't remember that. Because Sabretooth being related to Wolverine wasn't made a thing until X-Men Origins. That was a choice they made for the film, and then the comic book followed in suit after that. So
yeah, because if you go back to the first one, remember the first The very first X-Men, Lord Jesus, I had it on tape. The very first one with because Sabretooth was in that, wasn't there? And he was like one of Magneto's henchmen, but he was like, was it that Sabretooth or no?
Yeah.
Yeah, I vaguely remember him, but yeah. He doesn't count. Um what else? Do you want to talk about Avatar? I'm not really a fan, but we can actually, chit chat about it a little bit.
You're not a fan of the Avatar series?
No, it's I'm not really an anime person, really. So
Okay, all right. Well, I'm really excited because the movie that they did was disrespectful. It was trash.
I didn't
Uh,
see that movie though. I was like, oh, this is cool. I guess I don't know. I had nothing to base it on though, of course.
it is absolute trash. Nothing in that movie is correct. Um, the director is a fool, a sham, a bum. He needed his license revoked because the cartoon laid it out. The cartoon laid out everything you needed to make an Avatar movie and to pay respect to it. But the thing is that people, what they're excited about is the casting because the casting is people of color. The variety of people that they have and the variety of races and culture that they're adding to the film is what has people excited. The cast looks very, very good. The supporting cast looks very, very, very good. But we're still worried about the film because the original creators backed out of it. They walked away from it, so it was left in Netflix hands. And the reason for it being Netflix wanted to grow it up a bit, so they wanted more. In essence, they wanted more sexual tension and sex in the show. So so we'll see what happens. But apparently, somebody finally wised up and said, let's stop putting these creators with other studios who obviously don't understand the material. Let's just make an Avatar studio and let them make all the Avatar stuff. So we're getting like 3 Avatar animated films over the next 2 or 3 years, new series and things like that. And this is all by the creators of the series. They pretty much don't have to answer anybody because it's an Avatar studio. They're the ones in charge. I'm still going to watch the Netflix one because I want to see what they do because the casting is good. And everyone on the cast is saying, don't worry. We know you guys are worried, but it is going to be good. Nothing's perfect. I mean, I'll just fast forward past that because when I think of Avatar, I don't think of sexual tension and sex scenes. Now there is love, there's relationships, but they're not exploring sex. They're exploring their relationships, like being, like how do we start being together? Like what does it mean to be with somebody? What does it mean to be in love with another person? And that's dope. I mean, because that's part of their narrative. So I do think you get a little carried away where now you're supposedly trying to throw in these hot and heavy scenes. Like just give me Avatar, man. I mean, damn, it is not hard. It is not hard.
Just give you Avatar, huh?
Yeah. J-Man says, back to Halloween Kills. Yo, man, my favorite scene was the dissing of Halloween 3 movies. That scene was funny as hell. And the sheriff, old dude, had no control of his police force or his town. He did not.
It was trash. Sorry, not sorry.
But another reason why I didn't like Halloween Kills, they disrespected the fire department. I get it. Michael Myers was going to win. But these men are in shape. They work out. It was 13 of them. They like just physically fit.
Beating them up.
And Michael Myers killed all of them in 5 minutes. It just makes no sense to me. They all had weapons.
It doesn't.
That should have been one of the hardest fights we've ever seen Michael Myers go through. He should have, of course, he was going to win, but it should have been a struggle. And I just don't get how you disrespect the firefighters like that. Director and writer, one of these days, I pray your house isn't on fire. And a firefighter come up like, whose house is this? This is director of Halloween Kills. Oh, no, B. Let them cook.
That's horrible.
You don't care about us.
The weak firemen. No.
Hold on real quick. Hey, Someone's at the door. I'll be right back.
Okay. Well, I'll just chat with you guys. Hi, my name is Amayu. Per the screen right there. 82 if you check me out on IG. Yeah, as soon as I saw Jamie Lee Curtis was back, I was like, oh, this is gonna be good. They got me though. They got me. And I can't believe I went to the freaking theater and saw that. So yeah, I definitely will not be singing Halloween. Halloween ends. Is that what it's gonna be called? Halloween the end? Halloween don't do it no more.
Halloween ends.
Halloween ends. Town people did kill him, man. You break them certain vertebrae, you effing dead. Well, I guess they didn't break those specific vertebrae then.
No, they did not. It trash, like I said. But I think, oh, well, we only got a couple more minutes. We're going to go ahead and wrap this one up.
Okay.
But this is I'm going to finish it. I might change up a little bit, but I got Amayou as an elf. I'm going to be like the Aragorn Strider character. And yeah. So,
That's what's up.
and this will be
Wait,
the new.
Did you want to talk about Blade real quick before we wrapped it up? The Blade director or whatever was going on with that?
I hope there's not trouble there because the Blade director stepped down 2 months before production started, and he stepped down. We don't know why.
He don't have a COVID, do he?
You know what? I mean, that's not good, but
if he did, he should be able to step back up in 2 weeks.
Yeah. So I'm a little worried about that because a lot of people, including me, I'm looking forward to Blade. I love the actor they got cast for it, and
who do they have?
Dang, what's his name? I can't pronounce it. But you saw Luke Cage?
Yeah.
Cottonmouth.
Okay.
The actor that plays Cottonmouth because they cast for Blade.
Okay. I'm gonna look it up real quick right now on my phone, real quick. Why did that only get like 2 seasons, or how many seasons? 3 seasons. Did you like Luke Cage?
I like the first 6 episodes of Luke Cage.
Okay, so that's why.
Once they killed Cottonmouth, they killed the wrong villain. Cottonmouth was the real villain in that series. He should have stayed on for the whole series. Once they killed him, it lost its direction. Luke Cage was an okay series. Daredevil, Jessica Jones, Punisher, far better series. But tomato.
Alrighty, well, hopefully all is good in Blade Paradise. Do you think they'll do like a Wesley Snipes cameo? We want that. I want it.
I think they might do a Wesley Snipes cameo.
I would like that. I'm putting in a request for Wesley Snipes cameo. You know, he's the original.
I think he could be the new Wesker. Is it Wesker or Weasler? Trainer. We'll just call him Trainer.
He'd be the new old white guy.
The new old white guy. But I think there's definitely room for a cameo for Wesley Snipes. I know he has talked to Marvel. He still has talked to the MCU about being in something, to some degree or whatnot. So they might have him be the villain. In this. So that would definitely be a passing of the torch. And I think that would be a passing of the torch we haven't seen on film before, which would be really dope. So, all right, everybody. Amayou, where can everybody find you?
You can find me on Instagram at Amayu82. And if you want to check me out on YouTube, I've got some content there on Amayou 1, because apparently Amayou was already taken. Don't know how that happened, but I've got plenty of videos on there. Anything you want to check out. Usually I'm talking about just like random topics. Might be talking about fitness or a social media topic or whatever, but that's where I have plenty of videos if you just want to check out the raw, real, and uncut, not like BET's uncut series that I have on there. Not like that.
Not like that.
Mm-mm.
Absolutely. And I'm Mike Watson, aka Most Epic. You guys can catch me on all social media platforms as Most Epic Art every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time here with my partner, Amayou, chatting and drawing, where we normally have a guest. And then also Sundays, you catch us as the Geeks Console at 9 p.m. Eastern on the same Geek Network channel Ages of Geekdom. And for all things for your freestyle comics needs, fsknow.com. We got the merch, we got the hats, we got the shoes, we got hoodies, we got all types of stuff up there for you guys to be able to go ahead and check out and get. And most of all, we have comics. So go over there, go make those purchases and check them out. I want to thank you guys for tuning in to tonight's episode of Chat and Draw, episode 221, as we blaze through our season 4. And we're going to hear something from our sponsors, and then we got out of here, y'all.
I think that I should ask Mr. Watson. I think that I should ask Mr.